Hey guys, welcome to this episode of Outspoken. Today we're kind of taking it back to basics and doing kind of a hot topics roundup. Just kind of the latest things that have been happening in the news lately, pop culture, especially
so much going on there
that affect our community.
Yeah.
And we also haven't talked about this shit in a long time.
I know, that's why we've been really drag race focused lately, but we know we got to get back to basics.
And with us today, we have a good girl, a good Judy from another booty.
You guys know our good friend Denise.
Yes, we all scroll friends because we like nuts, right?
Oh, hey.
I'm allergic.
We might as well jump right into it. Breaking news right now, as of minutes ago, Cardi B officially revealed to the world that she is pregnant.
Something everybody already knew.
I mean, everyone's known, they've said for months, but she's finally...
But she wanted to get that coin.
Right,
if you get paid to reveal something, I totally get it.
I mean, her album dropped this week, and she was having a Saturday Night Live appearance to promote that. And you know, she's taking
that belly also dropped.
Officially, she is pregnant. So, what do you guys think? What do you think? Cat's out of the bag.
Rapping about a cheating man and how she's over it while she's pregnant.
Well, that cheating man is the one who got her pregnant. So
right now, like I don't know, and I feel like it's a blessing always. Having a baby is a blessing, but I feel like it's like her. Because not a lot of people can have them. People do have issues, but there's a part of me that's like, this is like you're just sawing and. It's
hard to do it all. It's hard to do it all, and fame is fleeting. Yeah. So when you're on an upswing, you don't want to like a big roadblock like a baby.
I mean, here's what I have to say, girl. We can talk, right? We can
we're talking.
I'm gonna save space. You guys aren't gonna say anything either, right? I can't help but be like, get this sense of depression when somebody tells me they're pregnant.
Oh, okay.
Like I don't like.
Feels like a funeral.
I'm sorry. Like I love children. They're just not for me.
Right.
So like when. My mind automatically goes to when somebody tells me they're pregnant, I'm like, your life is over. I mean, all the nights of you going out and having fun. I'm sorry, this is how I feel. I'm not saying that everybody feels this way. And you can get mad at me all you fucking want. I don't want
there's a truth to it. There's a truth to it.
You have the coins. And you can provide a stable situation, and
it depends on where you are in your life.
Yeah,
but,
there's someone you gotta look
like. I can't say like
I don't want to wake up in the morning to change a diaper. I don't want to take a little shit to school. I don't want to sign up for the fucking papers. I don't like responsibility. This to me, having children, it's like I believe that there's people who want it.
You know what I'm saying? That's perfect because like you recognize this about yourself, so you won't have kids.
Absolutely,
right.
I feel
thank you. That's a good thing. More people knew that they would be terrible parents right off the bat, and they didn't choose to have kids.
You know what? In all fairness, I may feel that way because I've been surrounded by nothing but people who have children and they shouldn't have children.
All right,
but that's a whole nother story.
Okay, you know where I'm going.
No, I feel like I get where you want to like start a family, but I do feel like it's like time. I just wish she would have went the Beyonce route, had a a good ass career, and it's like, oh bitch, you're Beyonce, you want a family now. Like I feel like a lot of people are waiting in their 30s, but have a kid.
So you guys think it's gonna affect her?
I don't think that's true necessarily.
You don't think it's gonna affect her career too much?
I mean, I don't know if she necessarily has to stop. I will say, like, Beyonce did not stop. Like, I remember that she did that,
that's Beyonce.
and I thought that she wasn't. And that's the thing, it's like, when you secure a bag and you've reached it, I don't know her goals and aspirations.
Right.
So she could have had certain things that she wanted to meet, and she met them, and she's like, now I want a baby. And I think also, you don't need a man to have a baby. Like, you can take care of a baby yourself if you're
well, that's good news for her because he is not going to be around.
There's so many different dynamics that can happen. Like, it's not conventional anymore. Like, life is not conventional. So I just know, like, she can afford to provide. So I just... I understand.
Let's hope that album does well too, because
I'm still questioning. You guys, please don't hate me because I know Ham, you love you some Cardi B, but I'm still questioning her longevity. Is she going to stick around?
Well, like the lyrics says, this is a long ass 15 minutes.
It is a long ass 15 minutes.
Right.
Check out. I will say.
Okay. Let's just mention. What do you think? I love the album. What do you think of the new album?
I do love it. I feel like for her first album, that was great. I thought she had great features. Even her solo songs, I thought they held their own.
Yeah, she's definitely talented. I mean, everyone's feeling the Cardi B buzz, but it
exceeded my expectations.
It is going to be interesting to see
Cardi in concert with a baby on her tip.
No, nobody does.
Who does that though?
Okay, people would watch that with
Beyonce
Beyonce.
concert now.
Huh?
Like no shade. I like. Here's my thing with Cardi B. I appreciate her authenticity as a person. Like I believe that's 100% her. Do I think that Cardi B is an incredible female MC? Personally, no. But I love her. That's not me. Like I'm just saying it like I see it. That's how I feel. And that's why I say I kind of question her longevity still. I'm not saying she can't do it. Who knows? I don't know where the fuck, especially with entertainment, the way it's going with social media. This bitch could be still be the biggest thing 10 years from now.
Right.
I don't know. Like, is it there's something the way that Lil Kim had, the way that Nicki Minaj had, and you know, like that longevity and that solidifies you as an icon. I don't.
Only time will tell.
Only time will tell.
Yeah.
And that's my biggest thing. Go ahead and have as many babies as you want. I don't care.
I think she's made some good business moves, so she may continue to do that.
True. I think overall, she has a very loving fan base right now. Everyone loves her, even if you're not familiar with her music or whatever.
Yeah.
Her name is on everyone's lips,
and she didn't start with music.
Right.
So I know it's a lot of focus on music, but that's not what she started as.
But it's amazing that she did make that transition from being a reality star, because a lot of times there's a stigma on reality stars that it's hard
It's
to,
like
you know what I
she
mean?
used to strip by the New York Times Square, and now she has a billboard there today.
That's
with
crazy.
An album, so it's just like full circle.
That is that when I hear that.
I think with this whole situation, we're just gonna have to let Cardi be.
Good job.
You stayed here for a minute. When you stayed here for a minute, that's a good one. That's a good one.
I got one.
Well, congratulations to Cardi B.
Happy for you.
Congratulations on the album and the baby. Also in the news this week, kind of affecting our community a little bit. Everyone uses gay apps for hookups, for dating, things like that. Well, you might want to get rid of your Grindr because last week it was revealed that Grindr has been selling a lot of information to third-party sources. This happens a lot in businesses. A lot of businesses do that. But Grindr is such a, personal thing. On Grindr, you have your HIV status, which is extremely personal. So a lot of people are now upset because...
And it's illegal like this. Well, I guess
it's not illegal.
Putting it out on a platform like that yourself, maybe that kind of changes the rules.
And I'm glad that you clarified that, because I always knew that they provided the status, and they had the choice whether to show that or not, know. But I didn't know that they were actually selling it to.
And probably a lot of people don't know that.
All these apps are using whatever information you have, whether if it's your status. I feel like that the reason they did that was like, well, if we let them know that that they're positive, maybe there's like supplement or things that they will purchase or be more.
And that's what it is.
It's data analysis and metadata.
It happens on Facebook too, but with different stuff. Like if you happen to like something, it's like, oh, this person.
Amazon, everything. It has things waiting for you.
It's like that. I don't think it's right.
Well, Grindr says because it is a public forum and you are signing away your information to them.
Yeah, they probably agreed to it.
They did. Yeah,
Grindr is another thing. They do a hard stop on a lot of apps. Like even Instagram, they notified us when they said, okay, what you post is public. And I get that because you have the option to make your page public or not.
But I don't know if they gave them a notification because I think it was always just kind of in the cards, in the small print, and probably a lot of people didn't realize. I don't think it was something new that they
when
just
you download
did.
an app, there's always that,
agreed to
terms. But when you're downloading Grindr, it asks you this whole thing, the terms of agreement and whatnot. No, I don't read that fucking shit, girl. I'm on there trying to fucking get some dick
online, bitch.
Well, how do you guys feel? I mean, you're HIV negative, so it might not be something to you that you're afraid to share with people.
It's still fucked up.
But there's such a stigma still. So say this goes somewhere, who knows? Your potential job could find out and then not want to hire you.
Yeah, but if your job is firing you because of your HIV
that's true too, but
that's also discrimination in itself. You can't do that.
In certain states. No, all over. Sorry, I was thinking of sexual.
I don't know.
No, I was thinking of sexual.
There's a lot of backward steps in a lot of places these days, so it's hard to keep up who's inbred and who's not. So I don't know.
Yes, Marge, get them.
I feel like Grindr, you did us as an LGBTQ community, and you fucked us over. Like, I feel like anybody that has Grindr should delete it. like they did.
Well, they did stop putting HIV statuses now, selling the statuses now. But in the same breath, they did sort of defend their decision, you know, saying, well, y'all signed it.
They should have, like, apologized and have been, like, right. You don't need to defend it. Be like, you know what, you're right. Like, bitch, just don't fucking sell fucking information. You leave your email somewhere, and next thing you know it, like, you're getting fucking emails from, like, different companies that you never even, like, signed up for. It's because they sold your shit.
Right.
It's like, bitch, don't be selling my fucking info, bitch.
For marketing.
For sure. They do that all the time. Yeah. I mean, I work retail. We got to ask everybody's information. You put it in the system, and we say it doesn't do that, but I don't know, and who knows? Sometimes, you know, because I know I've gone and shopped at stores. Right.
Shit. Give me 10 cents. I'm not let you email me.
That is valuable seconds of my time it took to delete
21,000 emails. It's just crazy what they can get online, what people can get.
Right.
Well, I'm talking like bank statements, like bitch, people take your cards. Like,
stay tuned. There may be lawsuits coming. You know, nothing yet, but with cases like this in the past, Facebook and all these other forums that have sold information, people have had legal cause. So it could still be something. It just was discovered this week, so who knows? There might be, if someone can prove that they suffered in any way from their HIV status,
figure out some way. But I mean, I get it. You do put your information out there yourself, and it is a public place. Like, you're interacting with other people that you don't even know. But I also just feel like it really, Grindr, like, that's someone's, like, yeah, if somebody was to put that, let them be the one to put themselves out like that. Like, people are saying the premise behind it. Do you know what I mean?
Apps like this are kind of a safe haven for us to be able to be ourselves, and maybe you're closeted still.
And does it help the stigma? Does it, like, make it more of a conversation? Right. Like, it's not a big deal to share it, so it's like, it's just another thing.
Also, how many people actually put their real HIV status on there? I'm not saying that that people don't. I'm just saying, there's a lot of people that do not.
They either, put positive or negative, or they don't put anything. Right. I don't know, is it forcing you to put a status there? I think it's more so just selling the information without, or giving it to third parties that you're not aware of, which is,
Right. Yeah.
And that's with any information.
It's with any information,
Mess.
Stay tuned. That's why I switched to Jacked, everyone.
Oh.
Do they sell it?
Downloaded.
Yes, they do.
They probably sell stuff too, though. I don't know. I guess it'll probably all come out if anybody else
does.
Okay, well, 2 weeks ago, Roseanne, a lot of these shows are doing these revivals again, and Roseanne came back for a second time. There's a lot of controversy going into the show because Roseanne herself has been an out and loud Trump supporter, much to the surprise of a lot of her fan base, which happen to be women and gay men. So now...
She's got a big base of them white folks that like.
Well, exactly.
Brought in 18 million viewers.
Exactly.
Some of them got to be in there, right?
Huge numbers. After 1 week, it was already renewed for a second season.
I think it got good reviews.
Oh, it's got overall good reviews.
I got mixed feelings because I did watch it. I watched
it
2
too.
episodes.
Did you like it?
Yeah, I watched both episodes. And after watching, because I was like, man, I don't know how I feel like, because I did like Roseanne back in the day, bitch. That was my show.
A lot of people,
yeah.
But I think, and I was a little scared to watch it, but I like the dialogue they're having. I don't like that she's a Trump supporter, but I do like Jackie's there to counteract. And if there's a conversation being had,
in regards to having somebody as a Trump supporter in the family,
how to deal with that. And she kind of says ignorant stuff, so I feel like it's kind of like something to even laugh about. Like, girl, like they are kind of ridiculous. These Trump supporters. So that's what I got from it.
Right.
That's there's
like
real though too.
There's a boy. That's
neutral. That's the argument. Right.
For me, it's a little hard. Like, I don't want to say it's hard. I don't necessarily have an opinion about the show coming back. It doesn't really shock me. But to be quite honest, I remember watching Roseanne as a kid. I haven't watched this reboot. I haven't seen it. But I've always just kind of been grossed out by Roseanne's family, all of them on the show. I never liked them. I'm sorry. To me, I guess it was like a premonition of what a Trump supporter looks like. So I don't like it. You repulse me. I've always thought Roseanne was disgusting. And if you want to talk about somebody disrespecting the national anthem, bitch, Roseanne disrespected the fucking national anthem.
That's why my mom hates
wailing
her to
like
this
a fat pig.
My mom hates Roseanne just from that back in the early 90s.
But no, the funny thing is you got all these fucking Trump supporters out here that are singing and crying about Colin Kaepernick apparently disrespecting the national anthem. No, bitch, that fat bitch that you watch on fucking TV is the one who disrespected the national anthem.
We already know that the rules don't apply to Trump supporters unless it's in agreement with what their view
Trump
is.
Called Roseanne to congratulate her on the show,
right?
And he called Colin? A son of a bitch. and she disrespected the flag more.
Right.
No one has even done that.
No.
But I'm talking about the show now. I do feel like it's good for kind of America because, you know, everyone's like really hard on the left or really on the right, and I feel like there needs to be somewhere we can like kind of have a conversation that show that it's possible, because if you watch it, you see Jackie just really fighting Joanne the whole episode.
Before it premiered,
I have to watch
Yeah, I didn't really get much of it. I didn't watch.
One last thing that really touched my
originally on there.
Yeah, my heartstrings was so there's this little boy that's her grandson. That's like, you know, is he gay? Is he gonna be trans? You just don't know. He just wears whatever he wants.
Gender fluid.
Yeah, you know, and like they were, you know, Dan and Roseanne were having a hard time with it. You know, just let him know he's gonna have a hard time in school as well. And then, you know, Roseanne sat down with him on the couch, and all she did, she's like, well, you know, you dressing like this, like, how important is it to you? She's like, very, and the boy said, very important. She's like, well, if it's important to you, it's important to me. I love you. So I feel like they are teaching in areas I feel like middle America could use.
Right. Okay. The question that it raises for me, though, Roseanne, if you are really all about those things, girl, do you realize that you, by being an advocate of Trump and his policies, goes completely against what you're talking about on the show?
Exactly.
That makes you stupid.
Well,
I'm sorry.
This is a problem. This is a criticism.
This is why I kind of think, like you said, it's where that blend comes in, like finding common ground. Right. I don't think. Where do you find common ground between love and acceptance and just flat out hate and excluding people? Like, where do you find common ground with that?
Well, that's what they're attempting to do. Is find that common ground. That's sort of the pro.
It sounds like they're showing both perspectives.
They are,
and showing it on camera, and both parties probably can relate to that. But again, I don't watch the show, but that example.
Well, were you guys ever familiar? You said you watched Roseanne.
I never watched any of it.
Okay, well, as someone who is white trash, I feel like I have the best opinion on the matter. For me, Roseanne represented a lot of things that I didn't like growing up about being white trash, you know, poor class, Midwest, Southern. It did represent a lot of those things to me. As I grew up a little bit and, you know, being gay, looking back at the show actually did a lot of very powerful things at a time when it wasn't, you know, popular. In the 80s, they addressed issues about abortion. They had the first female-on-female kiss on national TV. They had the first gay wedding on TV ever on their show. They had a recurring cast of LGBTQ characters. So the thing about Roseanne was always a lot of gay guys did resonate with it, and a lot of LGBT people, because they were kind of on our side, and it was a show that you could see that pretty early on. So a lot of gays especially are angry and upset in this situation because they feel like, you know, Trump divided America and now Roseanne is dividing the gays, because some feel like her Trump rhetoric has no place at all. She shouldn't be normalizing Trump. She shouldn't be normalizing, even if she feels that way. And I agree with that, because I don't think there should be normalizing of Trump. But the reality is, this is our reality. And we have to live in this Trump America, and we have to get along in these divided families. So in a weird way, to me, Roseanne's just sort of making the best out of a bad situation. You know, that's what the show is, trying to find a little bit of light.
Question, is Roseanne is she a producer on the show? Is she responsible?
Of course. Actually, I think so, but I think Sarah Gilbert, you know, her daughter, who's also on the top. She actually is the one, I think, who got the show back together and is either a producer, executive producer, or something. So it's kind of her, you know, bringing it all back together. And she's she's a very liberal lesbian woman. So it's just there's a lot of layers to this Roseanne show, and it's just been interesting.
I think a little bit.
I think it's good for the Trump supporters because they get Jackie. I get Roseanne is bringing that aesthetic, of course, because it wouldn't be Roseanne if she wasn't that person. But I think it's gonna bring a conversation starter for the people in Oklahoma, Tulsa, Oklahoma, or fucking nowhere, Indiana. That's like, I don't know how I feel about, like, you know, gays or trans, or just like, oh, I'm a Trump supporter. Wait for Jackie to be like, no, this is what you're actually doing, because you see Jackie coming there strong, like. She's upset in the beginning. How could you? They're not even talking.
They haven't talked in a year.
Yeah, she's like, so you're seeing like the other side of people that are being offended. So it's a good thing for these Trump supporters to get that POV, because I feel like when you're like one way, you typically hang out with someone who's that way too, and so like for you to see something that's different,
Right.
maybe they will see differently a little bit.
People are checking it out. People are watching. It's only been 2 weeks, so we'll find out. I mean, it's already gotten a second season. I still have mixed feelings about it. I know a lot of people, even some of our fans. I know our good friend Harvey hates Roseanne, hates everything to do with Roseanne. But it's not just nostalgia. Her show really did do a lot in terms of gay community, interracial dating. There's just a lot of topics that it tackled at a time, and I do want to give credit to that.
Normalize now, families that are out
that are middle class. I know white people are fully represented, but it still is
not extent.
Exactly, not blue collar.
Yeah, right. So I feel like there's a lane and white.
I'm sorry, I could relate to the show. I grew up white trash, so it's I can't help it.
I grew up around white trash.
Oh shit!
It's a weird situation. Time will tell. We'll see.
Don't hate me, but I did enjoy it. I was laughing.
I honestly feel like I probably would too, though.
Just give it one episode.
Yeah, my sense is that I won't judge something that I didn't watch myself.
Yeah,
but just from your perspective and your perspective, it does seem like they're showing different.
Give it a chance. Yeah. Give it a chance. But I'm still got my eye on Roseanne and kind of her tweets and her crazy and
her husband still grossed me out, girl.
I think what of it.
I do love what she did to Wendy.
Oh my! Oh, can we talk?
We're not gonna talk about her.
Oh my god!
We don't like when we talk about her.
Oh my god! I have been waiting for years for somebody to snatch Wendy's wig like that.
We haven't seen it since
she had to get her composure, honey. She was not ready for that.
I have never seen her so.
When I saw it, I damn near. I was like, oh my god!
Oh my god! We kept rewinding it and look. Wendy, she's fumbling and bumbling.
She was not ready for that.
Oh my god! It took the life.
And of course, Wendy don't talk about it, bitch, because she won't ever address anything that makes her.
She made a subtle reference like, "Oh, that Roseanne's a kidder." She said something like stupid like that and made it even more uncomfortable. I was embarrassing.
She lied. Where's the lie though?
Bitch, I know you fucking cried.
I died.
Oh my god! She went there. Let me watch it again.
Yeah. Because Wendy has no problem talking about nobody else's man.
Right.
Which is her job, okay, but you gotta expect it to come back around. Right.
You gotta be able to take it.
Girl. Anyways. This past week, it was announced that the NFL would be having its first official male cheerleaders inducted.
LA would be.
Congratulations, Sam.
The LA Rams are the team. There has been a few male cheerleaders as stunts in the past, but there's never been like the male cheerleaders who dance and are part of the team and the squad and do all of that. So it's the first time. So
all of them, I'm like,
and they're both gay, right?
They are both gay men of color, so that's a great thing too.
Come through.
Yes.
And I saw Vito bitch, they were keeping up, girls. They might
they're the one.
They
the
probably
one
toned
is
it down.
They might have.
They probably didn't even go full throttle.
The captain
because they never
just
can take it.
Bringing it down a little bit.
Right. It's like maybe tone down that shimmy a little bit.
Right.
I'm excited about it.
I do kind of want to hear what happens because whenever there's a breakthrough, then it's how are they going to be treated behind the scenes and what But congratulations! I mean, come on.
I'd be worried about if it was like
Dallas Cowboys not having no male cheerleaders.
No, I feel like it's going to be really good, and maybe other teams will follow suit. Like, why not?
For me, it's anything that makes homophobic people uncomfortable and upset gives me life. It gives me a lot of life.
Well, football fans.
Oh, yeah, and it's like, I wonder football fans can get girl.
Actually, I just thought, I wonder how they'll react.
I don't even want to look. I'm like, I'm not trying to be funny.
Yeah, I don't think I would.
Depending on where
the comments and all that stuff, like they fall.
No, they were.
But even at games,
because they looked at those boys, bitch, and they're like, you know what? He's really fucking pretty. I'd stick my dick in it, and it makes them uncomfortable.
It makes them uncomfortable. They get a little.
Oh, shove. Absolutely, bitch. Absolutely.
No, I think it's really good. LA, of course, is always on the market. Always the first to do it. Especially with LGBTQAI, PMLP.
You say PMP, girl?
No, I didn't.
That's what I thought you said too.
I mean, honestly, these cheerleaders are gonna kick it. Now I want to go to a Rams game just to see them.
I do too. Go to support, cheer on our sisters. Well,
she's gonna show up in an outfit, isn't she?
She might.
One of them gave an interview and he was talking about how he was just really proud that little black boys who like to dance have someone else to look up to now, and I thought that was really sweet. Because who do you have as a role model if you're so
get into that for sure.
Bitch, one of them's cute as fuck. sucks.
They both were.
They're both
They're both cute,
Yeah.
but there's one in particular, girl. I don't know his name. But
The
he's
Ken doll?
very cute. The Ken doll.
I see.
Quentin and Napoleon.
Oh, bitch, and they got cute names. I'm here for it.
Napoleon.
Napoleon.
Yeah. So congratulations.
Alright.
Congrats. Congrats, ladies.
Congrats. We're gonna go cheer you on. I think don't they have a gay Rams Day? No, that's Dodgers.
Yeah.
Stay tuned, they might.
They should, maybe.
The Rams, they're smart by doing that, bitch. They're gonna gain some gay fans.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, alright guys. Thank you guys for watching this little Hot Topics roundup. We're gonna try to do a lot more of these. You know, we're gonna try to get them out on time, you know, because Hot Topics go fast.
You know what to do. You know the drill. Get down there, like, comment, share, subscribe. Tell us what you think about everything that we talked
give
about
us some
today.
tea.
And until next time, you guys.
Thanks guys.
Clowns in my coffee.
Midtown Spa.
Oh.
But I did Uber and Lyft and I dropped somebody off before.
Oh, is that why we smell that bussy on you, girl?
I didn't go. Not a pussy.
Girl.
Ooh, be careful.
Alright.
1, 2, 3.
Oh, that was pretty in unison actually.
Yeah.
Wow, okay.
So we reveal all these
Of the
videos.
belly?
Right.
Yeah, you know, like if it's a boy or girl, all these reveal videos are.
She don't. I'm so over those.
Nobody cares about your stupid baby.
No, I just feel
I like
why
seeing
is it
the
such a big
joy.
focus?
Like in your new gig as cheerleader for the Rams, girl?
Yeah.
I would live.
Awesome. Oh wow, that totally freaked me out. I mean, kind on. Full picture, number 1.
Yes. Come picture
That's
number 1.
Oh my god, yeah.